Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I got that Nissan Rogue that had the misfire and they thought it was a transmission problem. Okay, so we got permission from the customer to try to figure out the misfire situation on the Rogue here. The coils, like I said, look new, and of course, come to find out the customer did replace them. Some of them are from Amazon. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, but if I've found this way too often, if you go with the least expensive, that's usually when you have a problem. The other ones there's two that are from Amazon, two that are from AutoZone. They don't remember which ones they got from AutoZone or what wound up in what position. So I'm going to think that they probably went with the least expensive AutoZone ignition coils, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of those either. So cheap doesn't necessarily mean good. So what's the old saying? Good isn't cheap and cheap isn't good. So something to just consider. Not even saying that that's the problem, may not even be the problem, but just rule of thumb there. All right, so let's start taking this apart. So I got to take this air horn off, whatever you want to call it. Let me put you in a holder here so you can see what I'm doing. And let me get you to the right height. Hopefully that works for you. So now this looks like it's cross-threaded in here or something. Yep, cross-threaded. And then there's a clamp to the back side here that holds this in place. Of course, it'll work right. So let's get this off of here. So, what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to take coils, let's say 1 and 4. I'm going to swap coils 1 and 4, but I'm going to swap plugs 2 and 3. Now, why would I do that? Because if the misfire moves to 1, then I know it's a coil. If it moves to 2, then I know it's a plug. Judging by what I see here, you see that? I'm going to say that this is the problem right here. That. Let me pull out one of the other coils, because I may not even have to do any of this, because I really believe that that's going to be the issue. Yeah, this one doesn't show any signs of that. All right, so I'm not even concerned. Here, see this? I don't know how the lighting is for you guys, but you see this thing looks fine. This is out of 1. This is out of 4. See that right there? That is burning through. I'm just going to get a coil for this thing. Now let me get one on order. Okay, so now I'm in a quandary here. Here's the weird thing. These coils say CQ and then a part number. So you would think that that means CarQuest, but I can't find this when I look it up. These have no numbers at all on them. It's got that right there, whatever that's supposed to mean. But there's no stamping, no nothing on these. Funny thing is, these actually feel like the rubber down here feels nice and pliable and everything else. And you can actually look at the plastic on here. The plastic on this is kind of cheap. So I gotta see, are these actually CarQuests or what are they? I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure this out. So we are waiting to hear back from the customer. So what I did was those 2 coils that are the same, those with the numbering on the side, which I can't figure out where in the world they came from. those are going there. Those two, which have no numbers on them, can't figure out where they came from either. So whether or not he got them from CarQuest, I don't know, because CarQuest doesn't sell anything like this. They would all have a number on the top. So anyway, just waiting on that, and so I've got to park this car because I got it blocking a bay door right now. So, and I got to get the car out that's inside. All right, so we finally got coils in for the Nissan. There again, customer is trying to stay within a budget, so they want to do this as inexpensively as possible. So they had us get the least expensive coils we could locally. So we got import direct. Not what I would use on my car, but okay. So let's just change those two coils out. And as you know, it is the first two coils here. Sorry about that. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Sorry about that. So it's going to be those first two coils. All right, so, and the new coils don't have anything written on the top either. I hope you can see that. But these are different than the ones that are in there. Now this was the one with the burn mark in it. So that was the one that was on 4. At least these, the rubber seems nice down here. You know, the rubber seems nice up here. Whereas these, it just seems cheesy. So, but whatever. All right, so that's one. That's two. A lot of times you have to connect the connector as you're going down in place. Because sometimes you can't do it when it's already down and mounted. Sometimes you can. This one you probably could. But I prefer to click it in place as the coil's going down in place. Just saves you some aggravation sometimes, not all the time. All right. All right. So let's get our scanner and let's go for a road test. So we're back into it, and as you see, we have 0 counts there. So let's actually go up the road and see how she operates. Let me get my seatbelt on. I don't know if you noticed, when I was driving the Mustang, I did not have my seatbelt on, and that's because I couldn't get it to latch. I don't know why. It's like something with the latch. So, all right, let's go up the road and see what this does. I should be able to feel it pretty quickly. It's going to take a while to pull out of the driveway, so let me pause it for a minute. I don't know if you heard that, there's a door lock actuator. Right off the bat, it feels okay. Customer doesn't want to do the wheel bearings. One day we'll probably see it get towed in because a wheel fell off. So it's usually what happens. And they're bad. They're really bad. Sit here on a traffic light for a little bit. Let me wait till we get up on my back roads there where there's very little traffic. Okay, I will tell you this. There are no misfires. It runs fine. The transmission feels fine. I definitely, if it was my vehicle, I would not be concerned about the transmission one bit. There's a lake to the side there, and somebody was just taking their like 3-year-old fishing. This is kind of cute. Anyway, so yeah, if this was mine, I would not be concerned about transmission issue. To be honest with you, if this was mine, I would sell it. I can't stand CVTs. I hate them. So, but it's got no misfires, as you can see there. I hope you can see that. It's got no misfires. That weird sensation, the tranny is gone. So I think we are good. But I tell you what, these wheel bearings in the front are bad. And that's going to lead to a problem, a major problem, if they don't get that addressed. But it's not my decision to make. That's up to the customer. But yeah, so, alright. Hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. What I was going to say is, I've had a couple of these issues lately where people think it's a transmission problem and it's not. So just don't automatically assume it's a transmission. Look elsewhere, because you'd be surprised. I'd say probably a good 25% of the time it's actually not a transmission. It's something else that's creating a problem that people automatically think is a transmission problem. All right, so anyway, that's it. Okay, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.